Hi, I'm Ruthie Dahle and welcome to my channel and welcome to this video. So I decided to show you 5 of my go-to hairstyles that I do on the regular and just show you how I do it and how I style my hair. And usually I start off with my front pieces already in a hair roller, but because I did this makeup look for a tutorial earlier today, I had to take my hair out so that you could see the finished look. And so I'm starting at a disadvantage today, but it's okay. It's okay. So what I want to do is I want to have a ponytail, and usually when I do my bangs this way, it's the same. Hold on, that's not right. Hold on, let me get a mirror. When I do my bangs in a swoop motion, I usually have them in the same way, but then style the back of my hair different every single time. This is not right. These pieces are way too long. Okay, this seems more reasonable. Let me just roll this and then clip it. It helps to have the bangs clipped up in a way already done before you start on your hairstyle. And I just need to brush my hair because that is not done yet. So today I'm just taking a normal hair tie that matches my hair color the most, and I'm just putting my hair up in a ponytail, a high one, because that's the one I prefer. You can do a lower one if that's what you prefer. And you don't need bangs to actually get this hairstyle done. You don't, because of the way it is done. You don't actually need to have bangs. You can fake it. Now, what I like to do with the bangs, because you see they're long, that doesn't matter. Like I said, you don't actually need to have bangs for this. But I like to divide it down the center, as much as you can get it down the center, that is. Why is this? Okay. Then I like to take my favorite side first, because why not pick favorites? Anyway. What I do with this piece right here, you see how it already swoops? Part of that is the haircut, part of it is the fact that it's in the hair roller all night. But I like to flatten the back part of it so that it lays close to my head. And then I like to swoop this as much as I can swoop. And I like to bobby pin it in a crisscross formation right here. So I go with the bobby pin up and towards the back, and then I go from the other bobby pin, I go from above and down towards the back, and they make a cross over each other so that it's secure in place, it doesn't move. And then I take another bobby pin and I just secure this along my head, but it needs to follow the curve of my hair so it looks more natural. And then I tuck it in underneath my ponytail and get another bobby pin. I like to have the long ones for the back just because it makes more sense. And don't be afraid to put the bobby pin in underneath the hair tie and then up. Don't be afraid to do that. And then you have this, which is much better than just going straight across. And then I tried to do the same on the other side, but these bangs, because I have a cowlick right here, which means my hair naturally goes this way, this side is naturally flatter, and swooping is a lot harder to do on this side. Then I do the same with the bobby pins on this side, up towards the back, and I make sure that the rugged edge is down on my scalp. I always try to face the bobby pins towards the back so that they're more secure and they're more hidden, so that they go along my scalp and not against it. And that way it won't be poking out in all the weird places. But like I said, my bangs are not even because my hair is not even. But this, I think, is as good as we're gonna get it today, so why not? Then what I like to do is take my hairspray, and I have this Svetkov's Taft number 5, and I just like to spray it and lay it. Essentially, it's also nice to spray on top of these bobby pins. I just find that useful. We're not done. Now, usually I would style this, but today I will not have it styled. When I say style, I mean accessories. I will have like a bow or ribbon or something in my hair. I will not have that for today because the outfit that I have for today is a little bit more casual than that. But we're not finished because I need oil in my hair. That's what I always do. So I have the L'Oreal Paris Vital Extraordinary Oil, and this one I use one pump and get that in my hands, and then I just go through my ponytail. I am gentle with the pulling of the ponytail just because I don't want to undo what I have up here. So this will add a nice scent into my hair and shine and just make it look super healthy. Well, my hair is healthy, so it's not just looking healthy, it is healthy. But it will give it shine, bounce, life. And that is all I do with these hairstyles. So I did brush my hair, and I do suggest you do that before we start off. And I feel, because I'm putting a bow in my hair, I want to do this before I do anything. And so I'm taking my L'Oreal Vital Extraordinary Oil that looks like this. And I'm taking one pump only. Gets it through my fingers, and I put that towards the end of my hair, and then sometimes up towards the roots in the back here, but mostly on the ends. so my hair is oiled and ready to go. For the hair itself, I'm putting it half up, half down, and in a bow. So what you want to do is, I like to put my thumbs, so I have nails, but somehow I accidentally broke the nail on this thumb. But usually I just go and up towards the crown, and then I meet the thumbs together and separate the hair. And what I like to do next is have a mirror. I knew something was missing in front of me. I'm looking in the viewfinder, but it's too small. But yeah, a mirror, and then I like to take a comb and just brush it back. I'm very light on the top of how I brush, because for me it's all about just smoothing out. So I don't push too hard, I don't grab too much. I just make sure it lays flat, or as flat as I want it to be. And then I kind of mold it towards the point I want. I want this a little lower. Take my bow, clip it in place. And then, so I like to take my handheld mirror and then go to another mirror and look in this one and see the back where it is, whether or not this is tilted too much to one side or if it's just right. But I think it's just right because I can see the sides of the bow. Now comes for the technical part. So I have my front pieces in a roll. I like to sleep like this. And this is not curled, it's just put in a hair roll and then hairspray. Let's see. So I like to take a divider, comb, angle it towards the middle. Then section it off. And then I have 4 bobby pins in front of me because I need 2 on this side to clip this first part before I add another 2 in the back. But I will tell you how many bobby pins I have as I go. So I like to work with my good side first because it's easier to mold this side. And there you have it. Taking 1 bobby pin. I have small bobby pins for this crisscross in the front that I'm now making, and then I have larger ones for the back. But I like to push this with the rigid side towards my scalp, up and back. And then for the next one, bobby pin, I like to go from above and down, but towards the back as well, so that it is secure in place. Then I take a larger bobby pin, again rigid side down, up and towards the back, and one in the back that goes and hides towards the bow. And this one I tend to point towards the other side just to make it easier. Ugh, the stubborn side, it's never easy. I will hairspray that in place, so I'm not worried about securing that because it's too short to secure anyway. But I take my bobby pins and I do the exact same on this side. Rigid side down, up and back. And second bobby pin. Dang. From above and down and towards the back. You want to avoid the soft area behind your skin. Of the bobby pin should not be hitting that or putting pressure on it, because it could be fine now, but hours from now that is going to start to hurt, and you don't want that. So make sure it doesn't hit any of the soft spot behind your ear, so it doesn't put pressure there. Hairspray this side first, and I will show you in a second what type of hairspray I'm using, but right now I just need to more or less. But the hairspray I'm using is Taft by Swarkoffs, and it's the number 5 in intensity. Okay, I think that is enough. And that is this hairspray. I will show it from the back in just a second, but this is what it looks like in the back with the little bow, half up, half down type of hairstyle. If you're wondering in which direction I curl my curls, it's always towards the back, away from the face, to give that waterfall effect in the back, and that is what I do. So today is Wednesday, and the hairstyle that I want to do for today is a hairstyle that I would usually do if I was too tired and forgot or didn't want to roll my front pieces up in the evening before, or if I have straight hair, I will do this hairstyle. I think it's really cute. It's a version of when you tuck your hair behind your ears, but it stays in place all day no matter what. So for this, you're gonna need 4 little bobby pins. The smaller the better, and I have these little ones right here, 4 of them. You're gonna need a comb that divides and a hairbrush. Now I brush my hair, so I don't need to do that, but let me just angle this mirror. So what you want with this hairstyle is divide it down the middle, or your hair, not the hairstyle, and that's it. Then you're done. No, it's not that easy. Okay, then you want to find out how big of a piece you want in the front to be pulled back. So for me, it's usually there. Then I just grab a section. It doesn't have to be even, but this is usually what it looks like. The line is up here, something. Then I flip this hair over to the side just a little bit, and maybe I'll grab this piece as well in the front, just because I feel like I want that specific piece out of my face for the day. And then I flatten it as much as I can, and then push it so that there's a little bit of volume, but it's flat strands. And you take your bobby pin with the rigid side down, and then you point up and backwards, because you don't want this to push off of your head and stick out too much. A little bit is okay, but not too much. Is that? There's a piece of hair that didn't get in, so hold on. We need to remove a piece. Then you do a crisscross basically. So the next one, if I can get it opened, needs to go from above and down and cross over like so. And then you take this hair and just move it over the bobby pins, and that's the way you have it. And you need it to match on the other side for this hairset to look good. I mean, matching is important. What you want to do is make sure that the next piece on the other side go as far back as the other one. So I'm making a line there. Then I want to make sure it covers, is this part from the center to here is as wide as on the other side. So that means I need to grab this piece, flip this hair up, and then what you want to do is make sure that they are approximately the same distance towards the back of your head. So I think here is the correct placement. And then flip it over. You don't want to drag your hair too much down because you want it to lay quite soft on top so that the bobby pins don't poke through as much. My hair is a little thinner on this side, so it pokes through a little bit more, but it's fine. We work with this. Then what I like to do, and I always do this with every hairstyle, is I take my Elvital Extraordinary Oil by L'Oreal Paris and I do one pump. I don't need any more. Get it through my hands and just get this into my hair, especially towards the ends. Let's try this again. The memory card crashed and it's fixed for now, I think. So what we're gonna need for today's hairstyle is you need a brush to brush your hair. You're going to need 2 elastic bands that are what your color or transparent. You're going to need some hair accessories. This is optional. This again is optional, but it makes it easier. Then you're going to need a divider comb or something to divide your hair just so that you get an even division. Then you're going to be needing some hairspray and some hair oil. Let's get into it. That was loud. But what we're gonna do is we're going to section off our hair, and I would like to take this to about halfway, so like the center of the back of my head, and just section this off. Now what you want to do is you want to lower this to however low you want. I want to think this is how low I want it. Secure with an elastic band. You can pull it down even further if you want to, but I think I will leave it just here. What you want to do now is take your, I don't know what this is called. I should probably Google this. But you want to take this and put it towards the, I have to turn around for you to see this. But you want to put this towards the middle of your hair from the top and down. You want to take this ponytail and pull it through. loosen this up just a little bit, nothing too crazy. Then what you want to do is take the rest of your hair, divide it in half, and flip it. Hold on. I will keep it here for now so that you can see, because I think I have to turn around for this again. I have my elastic ready right here. And you want to have this section of your hair up and over this. And smooth out any weird parts. Secure with the elastic. You're going to do the same with this as you did the lower one, but right now I have you see the elastic here? That's the one below, that's the one above. And I'm pulling this in and down. Pulling this ponytail through, and I want to make sure I get this towards the bottom. So I'm pulling this through everything. Now what you want to do is adjust so that it fits perfectly. I like to lower this just a little bit so it's more hidden, and just move it about a little bit more. And this is why you want the lower pony to go completely towards the bottom of your neck, so that the elastic is a little bit more hidden than if it wasn't. Now it's more or less how I want it. Before I do any accessories to my hair, I want to make sure that my bangs are pinned up and away, and for that I need my mirror, so hold on. Then take your divider comb and pull it through the center. Obviously the bang part is optional. You can do this hairstyle without the bangs. Oh my gosh, the curls. And I like to just grab the pieces and flatten it where it needs to go. So something along this line, I would say. And then I take a bobby pin, rigid side down towards my scalp, and I push this up and away, but I keep the hair in place on both sides with my finger. That way it doesn't move around. It's very important that it doesn't move around. And then I take another one, rigid side down, and I take it from above, crisscross, secure. Then what you want to do is that I feel like I have to turn around for this as much as I can. You need to find a place and wrap this in somehow into this so that you hide the bangs into the hairstyle so it looks neat and pretty. Now, you don't want to just leave it here. You need to secure this with bobby pins. I'm just taking some and securing that down. Maybe getting one for the side as well. And you repeat on the other side. Now I have more volume in the bangs on this side than I do this side, just because I have a cowlick on this side, and that's just the way it is. Bobby pin, rigid side down. Make sure that you can hold your hair down on both sides when you slide it through. That way it is secure in place. Then you need to obviously make sure the whole hair it is incorrect. From above and down, crisscross. Crisscrossing it, make sure that it is secure and in place. Fold it in. I will show you from the back now how I secure it with a bobby pin. So I basically follow where my bangs go, grab a section, and down. Just secure it like so. And then on the side, I just like to make sure that this does not fall throughout the day if I move around, if there's wind, anything really. To just keep it. Then hairspray. Now, before we do hairspray on the back of the hair, we take some oil. I do usually 1 pump, that is usually enough. And I run this through my hair on the ends basically. Then you just hairspray the top part of your hair. Like so. And the last thing that I will do is I will put my hair accessory in, and I will do this in front of the mirror because I want to make sure that this is in correctly. But essentially what I do is just I push it down in the middle and just push it down so that it's a decorated piece that I have right here at the top. But I need to do this in the mirror, and what I do is I have a mirror on my closet and I have my head towards that mirror and I look in this mirror so that I can get an accurate position for this one. And this is what it looks like from behind. This hairstyle really is that easy. I think it's harder to do. If you saw me struggling, it's because I have thick hair, and getting thick hair through thick hair just takes a little bit more effort. So just be aware of that. Another day, another hairstyle. And so today I will just show you what you need. You're going to need, hold on, I almost forgot. What you're gonna need for today is bobby pins, and bobby pins like this one. You're going to need 8 of them, and you're going to need one of these. I forget what they're called, but that or very skillful fingers. You're going to be needing 2 elastic bands, but you need to make sure it is something that is transparent or matches your hair color. It needs to blend as good as possible. I don't have that many left of the ones that actually match my hair color. I need to buy more. And you need some hair oil. Today I'm using the Marianela True Soft Argan Oil, and I do have a review up on my channel if you want to see my thoughts on that one. You need a hairbrush, you need hairspray, and a divider comb. So let's get started. So for this hairstyle, I call it Polly Pocket hairstyle because that's what it reminds me of, but I do know it went viral on TikTok. I don't remember when, but some time ago. Anyway, what you're gonna do is take the top part of your hair and back to the crown and section that off. So you're basically left with just a little ponytail up top. I like to take this time to brush a little bit. Then you want to secure with one of your elastics. You don't necessarily need this section to be too thick in the sense of how much hair you have, because this is going to be underneath anyway, so it's not going to show. Then just leave it like so. And the next thing you need to do is take a section from the ear to your crown. And it doesn't matter I think it's best if you kind of round it a little bit instead of going just straight up. That way you get more hair. And make sure you take this ponytail that you already created out of the way. Then what you want to do is take the comb and just brush up, but be gentle so that you don't undo this part and you don't drag anything more up from from below either. Just a gentle guide, nudge in the right direction. What you want to do with this is take another elastic and secure it up high. Now basically what you're left with is 2 different ponytails going up right here, and now gets the more technical part of it. So you take the first ponytail and you stab this thing, the black thing, in through the middle of the hair from the back to the front, and you put the hair through the big loop of the black tool. I forget the name of it. And you just pull through. You can obviously do this with your fingers, but I like a clean look, I guess. Do the same on the lower ponytail. Both of them need to be going from below and towards up. So you essentially do that. Now the bottom ponytail needs to come through the top ponytail up here in the center hole right here. It's coming through, and when you do this, essentially the top ponytail comes to the bottom, and then you just secure it or tighten it as much as you want. What I like to do to make sure that it kind of stays in place is that I hold it up and I hairspray just at the top right here so that it doesn't move around too much when it's up. It will move around a little bit, but now it will move less. The hair is not done. We need to deal with the bangs as well. So I have my bangs rolled up from the evening before, and all I do to my bangs is I put some hair mousse in and then roll it up and then clip it in place and take some hairspray, swoosh it, and sleep with it, and it ends up more or less with the curl to it. Then you want to brush it. I like to push it up so that when I do get the divider, my hair looks funny. But when I do get the divider part, I just simply put it through the center and voila. That now it's time for the bobby pins. So I just want to style this as well as I can. So you take one bobby pin with the ridges side down towards your scalp, you push it up and away. Then you take the next bobby pin, ridges down, and you go from above and you crisscross over. And then you take another bobby pin and you secure it up with, again, the ridges down. And then the last little part that I have right here from the bangs, I take another bobby pin and I stab it up into the ponytail sections so it's secured up here. And now the bangs are secured in place. You do the same on the other side. Now, because I have a cowlick right here, that means my hair wants to go this way. This side usually doesn't get the same amount of volume, and it is what it is. Don't be afraid to redo it if your hair is not cooperating. You have no idea how many times I have to redo this side because the initial swoop is not swooping the right way. take another bobby pin, secure it up into your hair, and another one in the back. Now once you come to the back, you want to crisscross it over the other one as much as you can. That way it is very secure in the back and you don't have to worry about anything. And then you just take some hairspray. The last thing that we do is put some oil in our hair. So I like to do 1 pump because that's usually enough. If I feel like it needs to go in with a second pump, I will do that. And I just put that through my hair and towards the ends. So this is what the hairstyle looks like from the side, and from the back this is what it looks like. You have ponytail number 1, the one that was at the bottom. This one was the one that we took at top, the first one we made, and this is what it looks like, a Polly Pocket hairstyle. And that is all I have for you today. And if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment down below. And if you want more content like this, then hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and you will be notified when I upload a video. And with that, I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!